Once again, a very beautiful namaste and warm welcome to all of you for being present here on this Runes, Divination and Magic webinar. We're going to be discussing a lot of things that you can do beginning today using runes. Whether you have set of runes like it could be stones, it could be wood, it could be anything. If you have set of runes with you, you can do wonderful things. Even if you do not have, you can learn the symbols today and begin your healing journey today itself. So we're going to be doing very thorough work. Let me begin sharing my screens and the webinar. So very warm welcome once again to all of you. I hope you all are able to see the screen. My very first request here is for you to keep your mind like a parachute, because your mind and parachute work only and only when they are open. If the glass is full, I'll not be able to give it more liquid, more water, more knowledge. So if you're here, even though you know about runes and have prior knowledge, make sure you empty your glass for a while so that you make the maximum of this. And if you're here completely as a beginner, you're going to be having a great treat to yourself. So today's webinar, who can attend this webinar? Who is this webinar for? People who are hungry for knowledge, people who want to learn, who are action takers, who wish to turn their careers around, who want to be taking charge of their own reading and guidance. If you want to take this forward, this as in a reading, divination as your career forward and make very fulfilling income, who've tried to learn tarot, Reiki, card reading, and other divination methods, but maybe gave up in between. Maybe you found your path to be little different or wanted to have something extra in your existing practice. This webinar is for you. If you wish to be finding your identity, if life has troubled you enough and you've come to the point where you say that life, this is enough, I'm going to be doing my own guidance seeking and I'm going to be making you very, very different. If you are a housewife, if you are a corporate woman or a person who wish to not only make a career or space that is thriving for you, but many others, today's webinar is for you. I'm going to show you the keys to be doing that. However, if you are too content in life, you believe that you do not have any control over your future, you're not willing to put in any hard work, or you only wish for quick and magical fixes, this webinar is not for you. If you do not believe in investing for your learning, whether that is time, money, effort, energy, this webinar is not for you. Today's webinar is for people who have decided to make a great difference in their lives, others' life, by learning something very, very fruitful, powerful, and applied from today itself. My very first acknowledgement and appreciation for you. There are so many people on the group. There are so many people who've signed up, but you all are the ones who chose to find out time and be here. You've taken this action for yourself to come and learn, to come and see it for yourself how you're going to be making a difference. So big cheers for you. Thank you so very much for spending your evening with me. I'm going to be making it very, very fruitful in just a few moments. So how do you get the best of today's webinar? Please make sure that you have your notes. So get a pen, get a paper, be interactive. Stay till the very end of today's webinar. Participate in question and answers. And most of all, have fun. Sometimes we take divination and other things to be very, very serious in life. We think that, yeah, we need to be serious. Otherwise, these don't work out for us. No, everything could be fun for you if you know how to see fun in everything. So let's get started. Get your pens, papers, and a bottle of water for you to be sipping in between. Our today's agenda is to learn few runic symbols and learn how to read them, perform runic healings easily, quickly, effortlessly, just by knowing and using the symbols. I will also tell you how you can work this around and become a professional runic master in just 30 days or less. But before that, I would like to introduce myself to so many new faces here. Do I have your permission to go ahead and introduce myself? Yes? All right. क्या मुझे मुझे सबसे yes मिल रहा है? Do I have your permission? Yes. Thank you so much. My name is Siddhii. I'm a divination expert, spiritual energy activation coach, a TEDx speaker, and master of more than 100 healing courses. Some of my titles include Reiki Grandmaster, Lama Fera Grandmaster, Akashic Records Master, Numerologist, Magnified Healing Master, and the list goes on. I'm also the founder of the Celestial Dragons Healing System that has enabled people to perform their healings in just 5 minutes and churn out sorry and churn out great results just by connecting with their guardian dragon spirits. And I've empowered more than 11,000 people in the last 5 years' time with my readings, healings, and teachings. And today I'm here to share with you something extremely powerful and extremely beautiful. But before I do that, I would want you to know what has been my journey like and why am I here with this particular workshop or this particular aspect. I would want you to know that there was one such time I was working as a corporate employee. Every day, working hard. I was the last person to leave office, working even beyond my midnight hours. Sometimes I've also seen days where I would just stay in the office and just go on working. Now, at that point in time, something triggered inside of me, saying that this is not the life I would want to lead. But then I had no clue as to what do I want to be doing. I enjoyed doing every work that was given to me. But there was something inside of me that was saying that this is not fulfilling. This is not what I want to be doing. I want to be helping people. And a lot of things started changing in my life. The first one being, I started receiving angel numbers. I started seeing something change around me. And I started learning about angel numbers. I started learning so many different aspects of occult and spirituality. At this point in time, every week, every day, I had new questions coming up in my mind. मुझे लगता था कि ये आंसर्स कौन देगा भाई? क्या मुझे ये करना जरूरी है? मैं कहाँ जाऊं? कौन मुझे इसका सोल्यूशन लाके देगा? ये कितने समय में होगा? माय क्वेश्चंस वर नॉट एंडिंग. और जब ऐसा टाइम था, a friend of mine, that point in time she was a good friend of mine, today she is my sister, उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया and she put her angel card decks in my hand, saying that Siddhi, from now on you're going to be seeking your guidance from these tools. You're going to be making a difference in your life, not by asking others, not by moving to 10 different places and asking, hey, please tell me, what do I need to do? She said, you will be seeking your own guidance. She also taught me a technique. और वो दिन है जहां से मेरी लाइफ ही बदल गई. Everything changed. I started receiving guidance on where do I need to go? What do I need to do? Who will help me? इन सारे सवालों के मुझे जवाब मिलने लग गए, और जिस तरीके के जवाब मिलते गए वो मैं फॉलो करते गई, एंड माय एंटायर लाइफ टर्न्ड अराउंड. टुडे आई हैव अ वेरी फुलफिलिंग करियर, जहां मैं सिर्फ अपने आप को नहीं, बहुत सारे लोगों को हील कर रही हूँ. जहां मैं सिर्फ अपनी रीडिंग और गाइडेंस नहीं सीख कर रही, मेरे साथ हजारों लोगों को हेल्प कर रही हूँ. एंड दैट हैज बीन माई जर्नी इन द faith and belief with which my friend had given me her tools. उसी फेथ और बिलीफ को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए मैं आज वो वेबिनार लाई हूं, जहां पे मैं आपको ऐसे टूल्स देकर जाऊंगी जिससे आप अपने लाइफ की हीलिंग्स और डिविनेशन की जर्नी को आज ही शुरू कर सकते हैं. यू विल नॉट हैव टू वेट फॉर वेरी लॉन्ग. I would just like you to know certain places where I got featured: Sadhana Astro, Credent TV, and TEDx, and move forward and tell you what is runes, divination, and magic. So, सबसे पहले समझते हैं what is divination. How many of you know what is divination or have come to some or the other art of divination? If you have, please mention in the chat window over here. कौन से डिविनेशन आर्ट आपने देखे हैं या उसके क्लोज आए हैं? यस, टैरो. व्हाट एल्स? राइट. राइट. थैंक यू फॉर सेंडिंग मी योर मैसेजेस. आई विल टेल यू व्हाट डिविनेशन इज. डिविनेशन एक ऐसा माध्यम है, इट इज वन ऑफ द टेक्निक्स वेयर यू रिक्वायर थ्री डिफरेंट थिंग्स. One is you yourself, because you're going to be acting as a channel. Second is the divine that is going to be sending you the messages. It could be a guide, guru, God, goddesses, or any universal energy with who you are connecting. And it is some kind of tools that you require in order to do your divining. Some of the divination techniques that you would have seen are crystal ball gazing, card reading, pendulum dowsing. In fact, divination has been going on for centuries together. In Egypt, there used to be priest next to the king, जो उनके लिए divination करते थे, magic करते थे. They used to find out what kind of time is coming ahead. In Native America, in the evenings, people used to gather around a bonfire in a fireplace, where one of the old women, वो देखते थे कि फायर का जो स्मोक निकल रहा है ना, उसमें से कैसे पैटर्न्स बन रहे हैं. And looking at the patterns, she would forecast what kind of time is coming ahead in the village, what kind of time is coming in for a certain person. So people used to ask her all the questions. और इस तरीके से नेटिव अमेरिका में होता था. अगर आपने देखा होगा इन इंडियन kingdoms also, there used to be a guru always present with a king. What the gurus did, they checked horoscopes, kundlis, Ramal Vidya, dice, and so many things they used to check as to what kind of time is coming forward for the kingdom. So, divination is a very beautiful art and practice if you know how to use it well. And one of the techniques that Odin gave us. Who is Odin? जिस तरीके से इंडिया में we have had so many gods, goddesses. There were gods and goddesses and devas in the Norse mythology. One of them, or their king, was Odin. Odin was said to be very, very powerful being. He had everything that one could wish for. There was not a single battle that Odin kind of failed at. He was a powerful, and very magnanimous personality. Now, as he went on expanding the territory of Norse gods, he grew very hungry. Hungry for wisdom, hungry for knowledge. ओडिन को पावर की भूख ही नहीं थी. He simply had power. But what he really needed was wisdom and knowledge. One such time, he also sacrificed one of his eyes to gain some knowledge in exchange. And there was one more time. After all of this, once people asked him, "You're very accomplished. What more would you want?" Said that, "No, I'm not yet accomplished. I want to seek more wisdom, more knowledge." So, what he did in order to receive it, there's a tree called life and death tree. जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे बरगद और ऐसे पेड़ों को बहुत जाना जाता है, there is a life and death tree famous in Norse mythology. He hung himself upside down on that tree. And when he hung himself down and it was so painful, other gods and other spirits came to him asking, "Do I give something to you? Please have some food. Please have some water." But he refused to take any help. He just wanted the knowledge to be coming in. At that point in time, he just focused on a dark spot, a well like dark spot, right at the roots of the tree. He just went on concentrating for 9 days. 9 days constantly not eating, not drinking, and hung himself down in the manner he was upside down. Now, at this point in time, his life started leaving his body. It was about the time where his life would start leaving his body. That time, the universe opened up doors for his knowledge. What the universe did, the well where he was focusing and concentrating, from there, a very powerful and strong light started coming out, emitting out. और उस लाइट में बहुत सारे symbols निकल के आए. 24 symbols in all. Every symbol connected with one of the powers, elemental powers, or any other power found on the face of earth. And every symbol holding a very deep-rooted meaning. In coming days, Odin used these symbols to do divination and magic. What is divination? We just learned it is art of seeking guidance for future by connecting with the divine. And magic is where he performed certain spells and healings to gain extra in the life. What kind of gains he made? He won certain battles. He could heal himself and others in the matters of health. He could seek more guidance. He could make his powers rise. And there are so many other things he did. There was one such time when Odin decided that I will give out this knowledge to people. And he gave out all the 24 symbols to people. These symbols are known as Elder Futhark. After this, as the time passed, so this must be at least 1,000 years before. And as the time passed, a lot of people modified these symbols and came in lower Futhark. There are also other variations and versions of these symbols. Overall, the elder Fatag of these symbols are known as runes. I want you to know that runes are mighty, magnificent symbols. They are very, very powerful symbols given by a very, very powerful god. If you agree, just write MMS in the chat window here, saying these are mighty, magnificent symbols. There are several times I've done this webinar, and right during the webinar, people have seen great changes come into their health. There are several other workshops where people have used these symbols to make great changes in their money reality and their health and other areas of life. We will soon be sharing some of our testimonials from students who've taken this learning before. We will be sharing them on the WhatsApp group. However, right now, I want you to begin this journey with me where we are going to be learning about the symbols that Odin gave us. Now, remember, please, that every symbol has three aspects, important aspects. Number one is symbol itself. It is a shape in a particular way it is made. The shapes are very, very easy to make. The second is each and every one of them have a name. So it is very important to connect name along with the symbol to activate the energy of the symbol. And third is particular energy and the nature of symbol, their meaning, and we are going to be learning about what kind of energy this rune is or what kind of energy this rune is representing. So how many of you are excited to learn more about the runes? I need to see you. Just flood the chat window here. Thank you so much. Now, at this point in time, I want you to have your pens and papers ready because I'm going to be beginning with the learning of symbols. सबसे पहला symbol, let us look at this. The symbol is called Fehu. The symbol is called Fehu. How does it look like, this symbol? It is like a window and rain is striking at the window. This symbol is called Fehu. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे एक खिड़की है और उसके ऊपर बारिश होते जा रही है. Fehu means abundance, means prosperity. When this symbol comes in your reading, so what kind of reading you do? You usually carry a pouch of runes. And every time we have a question, we seek runic guidance. And whichever rune comes out is the guidance for us. And if Fehu comes in your reading, what does it mean? If Fehu comes in reading, it simply means that an abundant time is coming forward. So which aspect of the elemental energy or other nature that Fehu represents? Fehu means cattle. There was an ancient time when people used to consider someone prosperous, consider someone rich, depending on how many cows they had, how many cattle they had. More the cattle, more prosperous. So Fehu literally means cattle, but it represents the energy of abundance and money. Now, it means too much of something also sometimes, which could be burdening for someone. It shows the ability to pay off debts. It also shows release of stuck money. Now, how do you use this symbol in your everyday healing? You see this Venus mount of the hand? Over here, make Fehu symbol just by using your fingers and no ink. Or you can make this symbol with a yellow or a gold or a green colored pen. And once you've made the symbol, just say Fehu, Fehu, Fehu. You need to take the name at least 3 times for the energy to rush through your hands, for the energy to go through you and multiply inside of you. I've known many of my students from the previous class just use this symbol along with other rune symbols and have seen results within hours. Within hours of making the symbol, the money came to them unexpectedly. Fehu, tap 3 times and say Fehu, Fehu, Fehu. Alternatively, you can use the symbol here in this on your wrist, this area of your wrist. If you are someone who would not like anyone to look at the symbol and I cannot draw it, in that case, simply make it with your fingers and say Fehu, Fehu, Fehu. Is this clear? Yeah. The more people I will see on screen, the more remedies I'm going to give in this class. However, I've given already one. Okay, I see a couple of people have joined in, so I'm going to give you one more. You can make a frame of Fehu symbol. How do you make it? Take a canvas or a paper and make very tiny green symbols of Fehu. And in the center, make a very big golden symbol with very tiny Fehus made with gold color. So very tiny green Fehu symbols have created a green colored background. And in the center, big Fehu symbol in gold is created again with so many tiny golden color. Place this frame on north or east or northeast direction of your office or your home. इस तरीके से करने से आप इसकी एनर्जी को या मनी एनर्जी को या प्रॉस्पेरिटी की एनर्जी को एकदम ही बढ़ा सकते हो. A lot of my students have done it and have seen great difference in the way they are attracting money in their home or in their office. तो इस तरीके से आप भी फेहू सिंबल बना सकते हो. Because I could see only so many people, these many remedies here. Let us move to the next symbol. Can you all see the symbol? This is called Uruz. Uruz literally represents energy of an ox. Looks like an
Ma'am, can you, this is Shweta here. Can you just show the Fehu symbol? I could not see that.
yeah, I will finish with this and then move to Fehu again.
Okay.
The ox looks like, sorry, I'll just clear this out completely and show it to you again. Looks like 2 front legs of an ox who's standing. पुरुष का literal meaning ही है ox, Nandi. Now what aspects ox or urus have for you? Urus means vitality, period of great health, period of great success, power coming into your life. जब उरूस रीडिंग में आता है, it not only inspires you to up your power and go ahead, overcome your obstacles and achieve that. It is also a sign that this can be achieved. You will be able to achieve it. This could mean a primordial physical strength. This means force. Sometimes this symbol is a warning against कि आप किसी primordial strength के against हो, or some such form is working against. So you need to avoid these kind of energies and bring more power inside of you and overpower your obstacles. Now remember this symbol. There are so many people, right from my very first runes webinar till now, who have tried this symbol right on the call. And within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, message me saying, ma'am, this pain is gone. Wherever you're feeling pain, fatigue or tiredness, or draining in your energy. If you are having headache, make this symbol wherever you're feeling this pain and say urus, urus, urus. If you're feeling it on your knee, you can make the symbol on your knee. If you're feeling it on your arm, you should make it on your arm. If you're feeling it anywhere else, make the symbol on that body part. Right now, take a moment to do it. जहां कहीं भी आपको पेन हो रहा है, वहां आपको ये symbol बनाना है. And say 3 times urus, urus, urus. I will give you one more very deep and beautiful insight if I see 2 more people come in and smile at the camera, right? Awesome. And anyway, plan to give this to you. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you this now. Urus, when combined with other symbols, empowers the energy of other symbols. What do I mean? उरूस को जिस किसी सिंबल के साथ जोड़ा जाता है उस सिंबल का पावर बढ़ जाता है. So the symbol, someone here asked me to show you the symbol of Fehu. So I'm just going to be showing you the symbol of Fehu, but I want to tell you that Fehu and Urus together make a very powerful energy of money attraction or money coming into your life. So whenever you make Fehu on your hand, you will also make Urus next to it. So Fehu and Urus together make very powerful energy. Urus को जिस किसी symbol के साथ आप डालोगे, it will multiply the energy of that symbol. Any question? Should I move to the next?
With a blue pen, can we make it, or Pehu and Urus?
For Fehu, I already defined the colors to be yellow or gold.
Okay.
For Urus, you can use yellows and gold. Who am I answering this for?
Shweta.
Okay, awesome. So
And
Thank you.
For Fehu,
sorry.
for Fehu, same color.
For Fehu,
Which color pen need to be used?
for Fehu, so this is the last time I'm answering anyone who's not on screen. For Fehu,
I'm there on screen.
okay, sorry, I missed out. For Fehu, use green, yellow, gold. Any of these. You don't need to mix them together. If you have a green, use a green. If you have a yellow, use a yellow. If you have a gold, use the gold. However, if you're someone who's very hygienic and washes your hand more often, the gold color will be wiped out. But what you can do, those of you who are healers can visualize the golden color light and make Fehu symbol on your Venus mount. Is this clear? Now, shall I take you to one more symbol? But before that, just as a support to me and so many people coming on screen, I'm thankful. I'll give you one more thing that you can do with Urus. How many of you have experienced healing energies or are practitioner of healing energies? Just say me in the chat window, so I know that you all are. So whenever you feel drained or you need to up your healing energy, you need to up your vitality energy. At that point in time, you can make Uru's symbol in your auric field. Urus will up your power very quickly. Those of you who feel depressed, or you know someone who feels depressed or drained towards the evening, you can make Uru's symbol on them. I'll just give you a story of someone who had attended my very first or second Runes webinar. This person came in to learn, received Uru's symbol. After that, in a couple of days, he had to take his mother to a hospital. तो जब वो हॉस्पिटल लेके गए, on the next bed, एक दूसरी लेडी थी who was writhing in pain. वो shout कर रही थी, she was screaming in pain. और डॉक्टर को आने में वक्त था. So what did this guy did? He sought her permission. Is it all right if I try to heal you? She said, please do something that helps me get rid of this pain. He said, all right. He made the Uru symbol on her tummy. Even before the doctor came, her pain subsided. She had stopped screaming. And she thought this guy had done some kind of magic. So before the guy leaves, उन्होंने पूछा, what did you do for me? He taught her Uru's symbol, and I'm sure she must be using this even now. So such beautiful things have happened. This is only an inspiration for you to begin using for yourself, to begin using this for others. If you have someone at home who's not keeping well, आप एक पेपर लीजिए, पेपर पे बनाए Uru's symbol, give it Uru's symbol energetically and just go on energizing the paper. उस पेपर को इतना energize कर दीजिए कि power से भर जाए. And then slip it under the pillow of the person who's not feeling well. और रोज एक बार energize करके slip it under the pillow of the person who's not feeling well, you will see how fast their recovery becomes. This is the power of Urus. Right? Now, shall we go ahead and learn the next symbol? By the time I open the PPT screen, I would love you to know that you do not require an attunement for these symbols, using these symbols. Just activate them using the name. However, for doing a reading, you do need a prayer, which we will learn in our class. So this symbol is called Turisas. Looks like stem of a rose, and there's a kata on this stem, like stem of a rose and thorn on top. Thurisas, I try to remember the name by calling it Thornisas. Why? Because Thurisa itself means thorns. When this comes in your reading, it means that there's going to be a thorny pathway ahead. That some or the other obstacle will come, some or the other block will come, and the situation that you're facing during this time, you need to keep your guards up, because there could be disputes, there could be conflicts, there could be problems, and it is best to avoid them right now. However, there's other side to thorny sass. अगर कांटे हैं गुलाब में, तो वो कर क्या रहे हैं? If there are thorns and rose, they are only protecting the rose, so that no people would think of coming close to the rose and pluck it out. Thurisas, when used as a healing symbol, is a symbol of protection. You can draw it here in front of you, like how you wear your shield. You can make this symbol in your auric field. Thurisas can also be a great symbol to have before you move out for your travel, for your plan. And especially when you know that you're going to be in the space where there are a lot of negative influencing people, people who gossip, people who have ill intentions, that point in time, अपने ऊपर बनाओ थोरीसास बड़े बड़े black color में. Draw it with a pen, or as I say, I love making the symbols energetically. I don't use ink. And when you make symbols energetically, you're also flowing the energy. So it turns out to be a very beautiful experience. So try using Turisas for the matters of protecting yourself. Up till here, is this clear? If you have any questions, you can ask me the questions in the group. Let me, in the meantime, take you the next symbol. The symbol is called Ansus. Ansus looks like a chin of an old guy, mustache of an old guy, and lips of an old guy. आंसूज ऐसा लगता है जैसे बूढ़े बाबा की कोई चिन्ह हो, उनकी मूछें हो और उनके lips हो. Ansus itself is the energy of breath, speech, and communication. Ansus, when it comes in your reading, it means that you can resolve this matter by speaking and talking. That everything is possible by the way of communication. So it is an inspiration for you to be opening up speech or communication. Ansus, when used as a healing symbol, empowers your healing ability, your speaking ability. I'm sorry, not healing, but your speech. Ansus, when comes, so people who are struggling with what kind of words do I choose? What kind of tone should I use? I'm not feeling confident before presenting this, before doing this, before doing that. Making Ansus on your thymus, on your throat chakra, can resolve a lot of these things for you. So Ansus is the energy now. Can someone tell me Ansus or Urus? I told you already. Urus, when clubbed with other symbols, empowers the energy of that symbols. Ansus or Urus ka combination together, what kind of energy is it building? Use your creativity. Let me know what kind of energy is it building.
Dynamism.
What more? Possible. Yes, that is possible. What more?
Leadership skills.
Yes. What more?
Strong communication.
Yes. Yes. When you have, Mhm. Please go ahead. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, when you have those moments when it is very difficult for you to win over an argument, the other person is constantly overpowering you and not listening to you, or something or the other is not going right when it comes to communication, and you want yourself to be heard in a very beautiful, compassionate manner. Use Ansus and Urus together. Now, one more question. Are we all ready to use some more creativity? Ansus, Urus, and Fehu together. What kind of energy does it build? Ansus, Urus, and Fehu together. What kind of energy does it build? Who will tell me? No clue? A wild guess? All right. Those of you who are looking at taking support of any social media platform to build your career, you have only virtual business. You're earning through your Instagram channel, YouTube channel, or anyone who's an influencer, who's a content creator. People in the business of advertising, public relations, or people who are planning to get some kind of PR advertising done for them. For them, a mix of Fehu, Ansus, and Urus together is going to be a very great, powerful mix. It empowers your money energy through the madhyam of communication. So, all three of them, when you make on your wrist or your Venus mount, you're going to be creating great results. In one of my class, one of my students tried this particular version out, Fehu and Susan Uruz. Within one day, she had unexpected results coming from somewhere. Within 1 week, she had seen surge in her clientele, even when she wasn't doing much. So people who have your Instagram channels and also are looking at generating more followers, this symbol is a great symbol for you. A combination, sorry, not just this, the combination of these symbols is a great combination for you. So how many symbols so far did we learn about? Who will tell me how many symbols did we learn about? First was Fehu, second Uruz, third was
Ansus.
no, third was Thurisas,
Sas.
the protection symbol, Thurisas,
And fourth is Ansus.
and fourth is Ansus. So now we are coming to our fifth symbol. which is very, very easy for us to remember. And yet very, very powerful. Just look at which symbol we have. We have Raidu or Raido. Now this is very easy to remember because it looks like an R, है ना? बिल्कुल R के जैसे ही दिख रहा है. And the name itself makes it very easy for us to understand and remember the energy of this symbol, which is called Raido. Raido, now let us look at it this way. It means a ride. It means a journey. It means a travel. It could be long or short distance. So here, there is an aspect to travel. One is physical travel. You're actually creating momentum or new energies by traveling to another place. So traveling is also going to create this kind of momentum or opportunity or energy for you. So this is an inspiration for you to be making a move, making a travel when you receive Raido as your guidance symbol. When you pick a rune, after you ask a question, you pick a rune and you receive Raido, it simply means that you need to go ahead and make a travel to make this happen. However, energetically, Raido means some kind of movement is coming in your life. It is an encouragement to move forward with your plan. Make a move. Sometimes it means go with the flow, or sometimes it is simply about making a move. You get to find out depending on what kind of runes is it coming with. तो राइडो है energy of momentum. तो how do you want to be using this? You can use Raido and Thurisas together to make a symbol for safe travels. First, make Raido, then make Thurisas, and together they make symbol for safe journey, safe travel. If you have your kids going out for school and you want to protect them, if you have your animal companions moving out of home, moving around and come back, you can make these symbols on them. Not on very young children, but you can definitely protect your family members this way. How many of you work with magic or spells? Yeah, nobody tried? All right. In that case, I'm going to explain a little bit more of magic. There's a particular spell or prayer which is called road opener. ये prayer और spell उनके लिए करा जाता है who are blocked from every direction to open up a pathway. Or people who are feeling stuck because either their visa is not getting cleared, or where there should be ideally or technically some kind of movement, there is no movement. And they want some kind of movement to come in. They perform a prayer spell which is called as a road opener spell. Now, how many of you would like to understand how we can create this spell and use Raido in that? Creates a very, very powerful spell, right? So I'm going to give you ingredients, and most of all, I'm going to make it very, very easy so that you can make the spell only using a diya. A lot of spells are made with candles and other ingredients which are hard to find. I'm going to give you a spell that you can make using only a diya. You can take any kind of diya. It could be a terracotta diya, a brass diya, or any other metal. Use some sesame oil. This diya has to be big enough to go on for at least 2 hours to 3 hours. Put a pinch of cinnamon powder pinch of clove powder, and some kind of content of orange. So what do I mean? You can use an orange oil, few drops of it, or you can also use orange peel powder. Now, once your diya is ready, you can take a piece of paper like this. On this piece of paper, write down where do you wish to create a momentum. You can write it along with blue colored pen or any other pen. And on that, with yellow or very big symbol of Rido. Put this, fold this paper and put it on your altar table, या तो जहां कहीं भी आप दिया लगाने वाले हो वहां पे. And put your diya on top of this. And once you light the diya, make sure that you're making the prayer कि मुझे ये चीज में speed चाहिए. And once your diya is lit, on your diya also make a Rido symbol and say Rido, Rido, Rido for a couple of moments. Or for 5 minutes at least, go on making the Rido symbol on diya with your hand. This creates an opening for you. अगर कोई फाइल अटक गई है, गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस में स्टक हो गए हो, हर जगह से स्टक फील कर रहे हो, या ऐसा कोई भी एनर्जी आपके लिए बन रही है, Rido has helped many people. I know of one particular case which opened up, so there was no movement happening. It opened up after 7 years. 7 years of non-movement using the symbol of Rido and doing this particular spell.
मैम एक बार फिर से समझा दीजिए ना थोड़ा.
ये पूरी विधि आपको समझने के लिए बहुत लंबी है.
मैम रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगा ना?
कौन पूछ रहा है?
जी मैं संगीता.
आप फेस भी नहीं दिखा रहे हो.
या मैम
जी, रिकॉर्डिंग आपको कल तक मिल जाएगी.
ठीक, तो मैं लिख लूंगी.
हाँ, प्लीज उससे लिख लीजिए. एंड आई अश्योर यू कि इससे इतने प्यारे रिजल्ट्स मिलते हैं. Why am I giving this spell to you? Usually मैं किसी को नहीं देती हूँ, but these days I'm giving out lot many things that I've done only with one intention, that it begins spreading a good wave where you benefit from there. Pass on word saying that Siddhi gave this to me and it worked out for me, and I in return get a lot of blessings. So I'm not doing this for blessings, but I'm just trying to create a good wave. Yeah. So
Ma'am, can you say cinnamon powder, orange powder, and what other powder you said?
Clove
powder.
Thank you.
you're welcome. All right. Now, Rido. Now, I'm going to ask you and make you do some work. You're ready? Because every time I'm making you do some work, you're coming up with some creative use of the symbols. Which symbol would you use clubbing with Rido? And why?
Money symbol.
Which is money symbol?
The
Fehu.
Figo.
Fehu. Right.
Fehu.
And Fehu together creates movement in your money energy. तो money energy मतलब पैसे कहीं पे stuck है. You have some time like that where you want to be rolling your money and faster money. You should be using the symbol Rido and Fehu together. What else would you want to use?
Ma'am, what about if our money is stuck with someone? So, in what way we can just use?
Same.
Where we have to use it? Again on the palm or something like that, or what? On a paper?
There are so many different ways to be using them right now,
Okay.
because I'm giving you easiest in the webinar so that you can begin using.
Okay.
You can draw on your palm. You can make it in the center of your palm and clap.
Tap.
Yes. So that way you are connecting the symbol's power directly with your energy.
Okay. Thank you.
Works out very well. Which other
Ma'am,
symbols can we use Rido with? I already told you about Rido and Fehu, Rido and Thurisas. Which other symbols did you learn about?
with Urus
To do what?
to let our energies flow,
This
increase
also,
the flow of energies in our body. There should be no blockages.
absolutely. This makes healthy flow of energies inside of your body and people who especially want to create good habits for yourself, healthy habits for yourself, or invite the energy of health very quickly, you can use it. Now, because you answered one, I would want to also tell you that not Fehu, but Ansus and Rido together helps you create momentum in
To
getting
block
work
something.
through. Yes, your communication. Wherever your communication is blocked. Now, I had asked a lot of people to try this out. अगर एक बहुत पुराना फ्रेंड या पुरानी फ्रेंड याद है जिनसे सालों से बात नहीं हुई and you want to be creating just that energy of having communication because you remember them. Think of them or write their name somewhere under which you can make the symbol of Ansus and
And right.
together. And let me know how does this work out for you after a week. I'm sure you will see great results in just 2 to 3 days, but in a week, do let me know what kind of results.
Okay, ma'am, in that case, we have to just write it on paper only, right? Because not on the palm or something like this.
You can keep it in, or you can write it on a paper and slip it in your phone cover.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Or releasing the blockage in communication with the person.
Yes.
Creates momentum. So it may or may not be blocked, but for very long time,
Okay.
you communicated and you want to create that movement.
Mm.
All right. Now, shall we move to one more symbol, please? Just give me a second.
How many symbols in this?
24.
There are 24 Elder Futar. How many do you want to learn? It already looks like you're tired. Should I move ahead or stop?
No, ma'am. You can
Move ahead.
continue.
Okay, couple of them you're really going to enjoy. Every symbol is very powerful. Okay, right. Now, the very next symbol that we are looking at is called Kona or Kenaz. Just appearing on the screen in a second. Kona or Kenaz. Looks like a man is holding a torch और उसकी रोशनी निकल रही है and getting widespread in the darkness. Right? Kona or Kenaz itself means a torch. Light in the darkness. This has very interesting meanings. Firstly, it asks you to be aware of your goals and purposes when it comes to your reading. Means that you need to bring in clarity. It means that some kind of truth will be revealed. It also means a mystical opening or opportunity for learning. It is like a lighthouse that we need to follow. Now I see and hear a lot of people say, मेरी ना थर्ड आई ब्लॉक चल रही है आजकल. I'm not able to see things the way I was able to see things. I'm overthinking these days. So for moments like those, just draw this symbol right on your third eye and say Kona, Kona, Kona. Don't overdo it for the first time. Just draw it once, let it go. There was one sweet lady who attended this class, made this symbol only once. She had received prophetic dreams the whole night. It opened up that well. What you can also do is if you're seeking any answer and have your glass of water with you or bottle of water with you, draw it on it and go on drinking while you think of your question, knowing for sure that this symbol will reach you to the energy of your answers. That is the power of Kona or Kenas. It could mean a mystical opening. It could mean some kind of truth coming out and also a guidance for you to be seeking clarity. How many symbols did we learn so far?
6.
Tell me.
6.
More.
Fehu,
Yes.
Urus,
Yes.
Purisas,
Purisas,
and
Ansus,
Ansus, and
Raidu,
Raidu.
Kona.
Raidu and Kona.
Yeah. See, so far you've already learned 6 symbols very easily. We are now moving to the 7th symbol.
Thanks to you, ma'am.
Thanks to your attention. And thank you for seeing that light in me. Now let us look at the next symbol. सबसे आसान symbol है भाई ये. And very, very powerful. This is called Gebu or Gebo. It simply means, it looks like a cross. Very easy to make. So I'm not going to make it the second time. Looks like a cross. Now this cross actually represents an exchange. 2 people coming together. Something coming together. A healthy exchange happening or a balance coming through an exchange. It could mean a contract getting signed up. Maybe an offering to the gods is happening. Could mean some kind of natural gifting or some kind of energy exchange happening. But a balance is coming in through an exchange. In certain cases, it could mean a sexual interaction as well. But this means
इस वक्त देश की ज्यादातर ट्रेनों में, बसों में और सड़कों पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ
sorry about that. Yeah. So coming back to Gebo, it means some kind of exchange coming together. Now, where all can you use Gebo? But before I tell you that, I also want you to know that Gebo also means a gift. Now, where all can you use it? If you are not very good in terms of receiving something, बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं ना, receive नहीं कर पाते. If you give them compliments, they will feel shy. If you give them a gift, they will say, अरे इसकी क्या जरूरत थी? People who are not good at receiving, or people who are not good at giving. There are people who cannot give out certain kind of things, such as blessings, such as something else. For either of the cases, you can use the symbol of Gebo to balance out the trait of giving and receiving. To receive a gift of good communication, what will you use this with? Would you use it with Ansus? Yes. Awesome. If you want to be receiving gift of money, what will you use it with?
Fehu. With Fehu, ma'am.
Fehu, absolutely. So, this means Gebo is a gift bringer. Right? Now, I would want to teach you one more symbol, and that is a very powerful manifestation symbol. But before I do that, do I have your permission to come in with one offer that I've created for you? Yes. After this, I'm going to teach you one powerful symbol that helps you manifest, and I'll also give you one spell that you can use to create a manifestation in your life. Right? So give me a moment. Let me open my PPT of offer that I've created for you. आज जो आपने experience किया today, you're experiencing or you learned, it's called Runes, Divination and Magic. You're not only learning the meaning of divination, but more than that, you're learning the symbols to perform healing and magic. And I have one such workshop which is coming up where you're going to be learning in detail meanings of 24 runic symbols, how to cast the runes. So today I only showed you that, okay, you have something coming up, you want to be taking a guidance, and you just take a rune out of the bag. But the way different cards have different spreads, there's a way you cast the rune and start reading from the clues that you receive from your 24 runes. That is going to be taught. If in certain readings you have your rune reversed or inverted or sideways, and you found your rune to be that, what does it mean? What kind of clarity does it get for you? This is taught in the class. Moreover, apart from all of this is not the class where you just learn the meanings and move out. This is the class where hands-on practice will be given to you. I answer everyone's question. I give personalized guidance, and I help you connect with your intuition and make empowered decisions. Even when you feel that I've got no intuition at all, I'm a very logical mind, these things are very new to me, do not worry. I know how runes work with their meanings, and once you start working with them, half your intuition is developed. I've taught it to hundreds of people, and I'm sure I'll do it for you. Usually, a workshop like this is priced at 9,900 rupees or $130. But you are not going to pay that. Apart from that, you will receive very brilliant things. But first, let us look at what you're going to be learning. In this workshop, you're going to be learning to cast spells for health, relationship, financial matters. Also make talismans for health, relationship, winning court cases, and also receive beautiful bonuses. First is magical uses of runes, talisman making, casting the spells, which are not part of the workshop, but I'm going to be giving you this. I'm also going to be giving you a very special ebook. This ebook contains only and only runes spells for so many different things, to invite something, to remove something, to empower something. And you will have ongoing WhatsApp support. Those of you who have attended my workshops and are connected with me, you already know that I give free revision entry and invitations for anyone who takes any workshop with us. For next 6 months, how many ever times the Rune workshop comes in, I will be sending you invitations to come in and join. And you will be able to repeat it multiple times. This workshop comes in at least every second month. The total amount of bonus itself is rupees 26,000 or $342, but you are not going to pay that either. You can look at the kind of bonuses and spells we have created for you, all the way from bringing in prosperity to emotional balance to bringing in manifestation, something to do with your court cases. And total workshop value comes to rupees 35,900 or $472. However, we've worked out a very special offer for you to receive this Runes workshop at only rupees 3,333 or $45. If you lock this deal on or before 26th Feb. As you know, after this date, every day the price of the workshop will go on rising. You will not be able to get this deal again. You can note down the dates and timing. It will start from 3rd of March, go on till 6th of March. The timings will be evening 8 to 11. If required, we will have 1 or 2 days more. None of my workshops end if all that I wanted to deliver is not complete. Today, what you've learned is nothing less than magic. Your journey has already begun, and I'm already very thankful to be a part of today's workshop. But if any one of you wishes to go ahead and join the main workshop, please grab the offer and make a great difference in your life and someone else's. For the workshop, what all will you need? You will need a bag like this, and you will need rune stones like these. It's very easy to get rune stones, and my team will be more than happy to assist you with that. Apart from that, just an altar cloth. Everything else, your PDF notes or any other support, I and my team will be more than happy to support you with. The links to sign up for this workshop are already given in the chat window of your WhatsApp group. And just 1 second, let me see if it is given here in the chat. Yes, it is already given. You can just click on that and sign up for the workshop right away. If you have any questions regarding the workshop that is coming up, please feel free to raise your hands and ask me right away. Please go ahead and ask. Shailajaji, you can unmute yourself and ask. Pratapji, Rudra Pratapji, yes, you will get your recordings. The recording access will be available for next 3 months. Shailajaji, you need to unmute yourself.
I have unmuted, but I'm not getting it.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah. Ma'am, can we do even distance healing from this, with this?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, I will teach you.
What may be the distance?
Yeah. So then, yes, absolutely. You will be able to do distance healing with this. In the class, I will teach you a technique to do your distance healing. If you want to create talismans, protective charms and shields and sell them out professionally or give it to your friends and family, I will teach you that also. If you want to be performing any kind of magic, prayer, spells for yourself, for your family members, for your friends, or even take them up professionally, I will be teaching you that as well. So all these things will be taught to you in the class.
But we don't have all those runes and all.
That you can get. So there are multiple ways you can use these runes. If you don't have runes and if you have clay with yourself, you can just take a dough of clay, make these symbols, bake them, and you'll have your own runes ready. If you want to invest and you know that you're going to be using this professionally, I would want you to invest in runes that are made of crystals. However, these runes are also made in wooden coins. You do get wooden coins online. So people get those wooden coins and paint runes on top of them. So any one of these you can follow for yourself and make your own runes if you do not already have runes. However, if you want to invest in runes, that is going to be a very beautiful experience. Yeah. So it is not necessary to buy runes, but you can also make yours.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Amarjyoti ji, can you please unmute yourself? Hello.
मैम गुड इवनिंग।
Good evening.
हाँ, तो मैम ये जो रून्स की जो सिंबल्स है उसका बहुत जो इम्पैक्ट है काफी अच्छा है। एक्चुअली मैं 2 सालों से फेहू सिंबल यूज कर रहा हूँ मैं। सो काफी अच्छा उसकी अपना रिस्ट में यूज कर रहा हूँ मैं। वो काफी अच्छा मतलब ये मिलता है उसका। सो इसी वजह से शायद यूनिवर्स ने ये कोर्स मेरा वर्कशॉप में आपका आ गया है और मैं करना मतलब उसके लिए कर रहा हूँ आपका यहाँ पे मतलब ज्वाइन करूंगा। लेकिन मुझे एक बात पूछना है, जो ये जो बाकी जो अदर कोर्सेस हैं वो हम लोग का जो ये आएगा उसमें आ जाएंगे क्या, मतलब अपना ईमेल में आ जाएंगे?
यूजुअली इसका मटेरियल हम शेयर करते हैं व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में, पर जब आप अपना ईमेल आईडी देते हो तो उस पे भी आपको सारा मटेरियल आ जाएगा।
ये जो गूगल में जितना रिकॉर्डिंग्स आएंगे लाइफ टाइम के लिए आएंगे?
नहीं, रिकॉर्डिंग्स लाइफ टाइम के लिए नहीं रहेंगे।
हाँ।
रिकॉर्डिंग सिर्फ 3 मंथ्स के लिए रहेंगे।
ओके ओके।
हाँ, बट 6 महीने के लिए जितने भी रून्स के वर्कशॉप्स आएंगे
ओके।
हम आपको इनवाइट जरूर करेंगे कि आप आइए और हमारे साथ रिपीट लीजिए। इनफैक्ट आई बिलीव कि जितनी भी बार आप चीजें रिपीट करते हो आपकी नॉलेज स्ट्रॉन्गर बनती है, मोर इवॉल्व बनती है, मोर प्रोफाउंड बनती है।
मैम मुझे एक बात पूछना है, जैसे इसमें एटूनमेंट वगैरह रहते हैं जैसे बाकी चीजों में, इसमें एटूनमेंट के जरूरत होंगे क्या?
नहीं, रून्स सिंबल जब ओडिन ने दिए थे, किंग ओडिन ने दिए थे, ही गेव विथ एन इंटेंशन कि जो कोई भी यूज करे उनको उनसे हेल्प मिले। ही गेव इट आउट विथ अ वेरी काइंड एंड कंपैशनेट हार्ट। तो उसके लिए उन्होंने कोई मैंडेटरी अट्यूनमेंट या ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं रखा। रून्स के साथ कनेक्ट करने के लिए आपको अट्यूनमेंट की जरूरत नहीं, आपको सिर्फ उनके नाम जानने की जरूरत है।
ओके, थैंक यू।
योर वेलकम। श्वेता जी, हाय।
Ma'am, I wanted to know if we take the rules from you, how much would be the cost?
My team has runes all the way from 999 to 1500 of sending you a bag like this. The bag is usually the cotton bag, and the runes about this size. So it will cost you runes plus shipping something depending on wherever you are in the country.
Okay, probably.
We are sending you a number. You can reach out to that number and get your runes.
Okay, fine.
You're welcome. All right. Any other questions that I need to answer for any one of you? Shailaja ji, can you please unmute yourself? Unmute.
Ma'am, like health problems like varicose veins and all, it's the you said that the symbols you have given now have momentum in it. So by drawing such symbols, should we draw at the exact place where we have the blockages, or generally if we draw it in our palms, is it sufficient? Is my question.
Is more than sufficient. Yeah, draw it in your palms is more than sufficient. However, there are multiple different ways you can use them. Yeah. Let us everyone cheer for Mr. Revuri Ramabrahmam, who's already taken the workshop. Thank you so very much for joining us in this very beautiful journey.
Thank you.
Thank you and welcome aboard to Mr. Ramabrahmam. And any other questions, do let me know. Just very quickly reminding you that the workshop is going to be starting on 3rd of March and will go up till 6th of March, evening 8 to 11. And the price that you're going to be paying is nothing compared to the value it can add in your life. Imagine some kind of pain or some kind of problem completely gone out of your life. How much do you value it for? And compare the value of the workshop price, right? Someone from my team, Mr. Amarjyoti, will help you with a GPay number and a total. However, if you use the link, you will have multiple ways to be making your payment. So if you're coming in, welcome aboard in advance. Anyone else who needs any help or support signing up, do let us know. We are available on chat. Please go ahead. Someone's trying to say something. Right. So this brings me to tell you that what you've got today, even in your hand, is nothing less than magic. समझो मैंने सोने की खादान खोल के आपके सामने रख दी है. And before we go today, I'm going to be teaching you the last and 8th symbol. That means you are already doing 1/3 of the course here with me. आपने 1/3 symbols सीख लिए हैं. How easy and effortlessly in just an hour or so you've learned these 8 symbols very, very beautifully. That easy or even easier your workshop is going to be. So let us look at the last symbol, which is called Vunyo. J is silent in this. Vunyo, it looks like a flag. Vunyo और thurisas में क्या difference है? Thurisas is this way, in between the triangle. And Vunyo is like a flag. Vunyo, it means fulfillment, joy. It means well-being, a period of happiness. When this rune comes in your reading, it means favorable conditions are coming in. It means move forward with plan. It means blessings are coming your way, happiness is coming your way. You can also expand your current plans. This is also said to be the wishing symbol or the wishing rune for nation. So let us now understand कि आपका manifestation spell बनाना कैसे है. Take a piece of paper once again and write your wish. Make a very big Vunyo symbol. And what kind of lamp or diya would you put on top? You can use either ghee or you can use mustard oil. To bring in manifestation of this work. Now imagine using Vunyo with Fehu, using Vunyo with Urus, using Vunyo with Ansus, or any other symbol that has attracted you today. For example, Vunyo with Kebo together bring in the power energy of blessings. Vunyo and Raido together bring in blessings and movement together. This is how you can go ahead and use the runic symbols in multiple different blessed ways and manners. अब तक आपने 1/3 symbols सीख लिए हैं. You've already learned 8 symbols out of a total of 24 symbols. If you found this to be very useful, very easy, do not miss out on the rest of the symbols. Go ahead and learn all of them together. Go ahead and make the most of it. I see a raised hand. Donna, would you want to unmute yourself and ask something?
Yeah. Hi, Siddhii.
Hello.
I am a little bit lost about the mustard oil or ghee. How do you? I know the paper you write the wish and then you do the
For
sign.
you,
What do you do with the mustard oil or the ghee?
you light your lamp. If you do not have
Oh.
mustard oil or ghee, for you, a very great option is olive oil.
Olive oil. Okay.
Yeah.
And you light the lamp. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Got it.
All the best. Now, so those of you who already learned these things today, my request and prayer to you is to please go ahead and make the most of it. As I said, I've opened a gold mine for you. It is up to you how much can you collect day by day, every day. These symbols are a blessing to the mankind. The way we use certain sacred symbols in our life, the same way people who follow Norse mythology use these symbols as sacred symbols to empower their life, heal their life, and make a great turnaround. So do not take them lightly. For today's workshop and webinar, I got these 8 symbols. If you want to be completing your journey and learning all of that, all the rest, you will have to be taking the workshop. Every part of that workshop, every minute of that workshop is $1 million minute, because every minute we are spending in learning about runes and how they can help us empower our life. Do not miss out, because one of these could be very actively transforming your life in coming days, and you never know in which beautiful way. I see a raised hand, Shweta ji. Please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, I wanted to know what would be the last day for taking an admission for this class before.
If you want to be making the most of the offer or grabbing this offer, it is just 1 second. The last day of offer. Can one of my team members tell her which is the last day of the offer? Just 1 second. I'll also check. It's 26th of Feb.
Okay. And on the same link which you have shared, the team has shared on the same link.
Yes.
And once we start learning this, once we have learned this class, immediately you can start doing these spells and these runes. You can start casting.
Absolutely. The symbols that you've learned today, you can start healing yourself today itself. You don't need to wait. However, when you take the class, by the time the workshop ends, I'm sure you will be remembering most of the symbols. I make it very effortless and I do a lot of repeats for you to be remembering them. And we are going to be doing a lot of practice of how we can do divination with runes, not just taking of your potli.
Right.
Yeah.
And we need to first charge it, right? The entire class will be how to charge it.
Every step will be given to you and taught to you, and we will practically do this.
Okay.
Yes. Everything will be included. So if some people might also have a question, level 1 Lelia, do you have a level 2? Do you have any more workshop after this? There's no other workshop on runes after this. I can teach you other divination practices, but this is the runes workshop where you're going to be learning reading the runes, divination with runes, runic talismans, and other healing of runes. So there's
Any
going to be
difference between runes and the sigil and the sibu? All these, because these are all are symbols only. So any difference or
Thank you for asking, because your question is going to be helping many people who are sitting here. Firstly, Zibu symbol was not given to us by any gods or goddess. It was channelized by a Reiki grandmaster and a practitioner and an artist who, during one of her therapies, Debbie Zeltra is her name, she was given the symbols and used them
okay.
to perform her healings. The second was sigils. Some of the sigils today we see are human created. However, some of the sigils are created by King Solomon to get in touch with angels and other beings. So some of these, if we use the Solomon seals, they are also said to be very powerful, guided. But again, Solomon had a very good ranking in terms of his connection with the angels, but he was in his human form. While Odin is supposed to be a god. So all these symbols are very powerful. I've connected with all of them. However, their energies are very, very different. If runes have called out to you, that means they're trying to connect with you. You may also have your calling towards sigils and other things, but that is something you will be able to tell because you will feel it the most.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, on this very last note, reminding all of you to go ahead and make the most of this opportunity that is coming up forward. If you think this will help any of your friends, family members, go ahead and invite them. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the class should you want to make this journey more powerful. But one last request is to make the most of all that you've learned today. With this, I'm taking your leave with a prayer that all of you who attended the workshop till now lead a very happy, healthy, prosperous life and get to see the magic of runes very quickly in your life. This God bless all of us. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you. Taking your leave. See you.